Right, this video I'm gonna be just introducing what your activity is that you're gonna be doing on inverse relationships. Um, and so this is an activity that you're gonna be doing, and there's some problems in here, and I just want to get you started on them. Your job is going to be to solve these problems, and then you're going to be making a Flipgrid and responding to each other's Flipgrids about this. So let's look at the first problem. Imagine that you've been asked to mow a rectangular garden that is 24 square yards. So it has an area of 24. In your mind, you probably have an idea of the dimensions of the garden from this description. So your first job is sketch a rectangle whose area is 24 square units, label its dimensions. So when you think of something with an area of 24, maybe the first thing that jumps in your mind is 2 by 12. In this case, you would say your length is 2 and your width is 12. You could also do it the other way and say that it's a length of 12 and a width of 2. Okay? Maybe that wasn't the first one you thought of, but either way, you're now going to need to do a second one. What is the second area? So you could do your 2 by 12, you could do 3 by 8, or 8 by 3, or 4 by 6, any of those things. After you find those, we're now going to find as many combinations as we can come up with, and it's filled in some things for you. And the things that's filled in are not necessarily maybe the first thing you would think of. So for example, if the length was 1.5, as it is here, to figure out what the width is, you're going to have to do 24 divided by 1.5, which is 16. So your number here would be 16. And then we could also have a length of 16 and a width of 1.5. Some of them are even harder. There's 120. So you're going to have to do 24 divided by 120, and you're going to get a small decimal. So you're going to fill in all of these, whether it's the ones over here that is just filling in the blanks, or over here where you're putting some of the answers from up here. And remember, you can flip it. So you could put 12 and 2, and you can also put 2 and 12. Now, after you fill in your table, you're going to graph all of the points on your table on here. And to graph, you're going to do the length by the width. And that's going to be your X and your Y. So for example, if I wanted to graph the point 12, 2, I would go over 12 and up 2. Now looking at this, it may already occur to you that we have some decimals with really small numbers, some of that. So maybe you're panicking. You don't have to graph all of them. So some of these where there's 120 and some huge numbers, I think it's okay if you don't graph those and if you just count by ones for both sides. And that's just fine. After you graph that, you're going to see what kind of relationship is happening here. And this is a type of relationship that's called an inverse relationship. And this is a very special type of relationship that is very different than the proportional ones we've been talking about. It's called an inverse relationship. So you're going to get a graph. You're going to keep filling out and answering the questions here. And you're going to try to write an equation. Then there's a second problem. And again, it's a very, very similar type of thing. It is an inverse relationship. So follow the directions, answering all of the questions here as well. Again, when you're graphing, it's okay. This one will be typists and days. And it's okay to just count by ones. And filling out this as well. A couple things, it's probably going to take you some time to do this. This is not instant, oh, this is so easy. This is meant as an honors assignment to make you struggle. This may be tough. Do your best on every part of it. Don't give up if you get confused. Do the best you can on the whole thing. When you finish this, you're going to go into Flipgrid, and the link is here in Schoology as well. And you are going to make a video, and you're going to explain all of your answers for all of this, how you got them. You can use your iPad and put this document into Schoology or into Notability and do a screen share in Flipgrid. similar to when I give the notes and explain your answers, or you can print it out if you have access to a printer and show it on paper. However, you want to do it, you need to talk through what your answers are and how you got them. After you do that, and after some more people have answered, you're going to go respond to two more people. So I want you to look at least two other students' videos. See if they answered the questions the same way as you did, or if there are differences. All of the directions are in Flipgrid as well. So again, your responsibility is to try to complete this activity. Understand that this is a challenging honors activity. Feel free to email me or text me and ask me any questions you have. But when you have done the best you can, go look onto Flipgrid and post your video first and then watch other people's solutions. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Thanks so much. Have a great day.